And we are green. Evenly start inside line with the edge.
Mark Jackson just slower than Wesley Holland.
Drivers around the corners as long as they hit the...
Yes. Off lid. We're racing race number 1.
Over the Top Designs is one of the premier paint shops in all of iRacing. Do you need a special paint scheme for a new season, series, league, or special event? Well, Over the Top can take your design, your idea, your imagination, and create or recreate it into an eye-popping, one-of-a-kind special paint scheme. While we're speaking of one-of-a-kind, Over the Top offers the ability to capture that special moment, paint scheme, or accomplishment in iRacing by creating it into a custom die cast. Over the Top also offers custom logos, banners, and even hero cards. So go see John and the crew at Over the Top Design for all your needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Over the Top Designs. And remember, don't just look good, look over the top.
Your broadcast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kentucky Raceway here with Blue Slug Nuts Racing. Back to Blue Truck Series. I am hanging out with the guys from the Over the Top Motorsports here on New Year's Eve. Wanted to get a quick chat in with them before they get, got about 4 minutes before they're going to go qualify. I wanted to say hi to all the guys. Got Mitchell Reeves, Jeffrey Merck, and Brandon Thornhill.
What's going on?
How you doing?
What's up, everybody?
All right. Well, Mitchell said he wanted to get a little bit of airtime. We're going to give him a little bit of airtime here on the pre-race show. Mitchell, how's the truck feel tonight?
It's feeling pretty good. The O2 Eeyore E6 machine is really hooking good tonight. We really hope to just kind of keep it straight tonight. You know, we're last race of the year, and you know, if you hadn't gotten an Eeyore E6, definitely go out there and get one. They have plenty of flavors for any type of attitude you want to have. So make sure you go out there and check them out.
Well, copy that. Thanks for the plug there, Mitchell. How about it, Brandon Thornhill? Recent addition to the Overtop Motorsports crew here. How has your recent racing and addition to the team been?
It's been great. I've been looking forward to running with you guys for a while. I kind of always had a feeling deep down it was going to happen eventually. I'm just happy to be here.
All right, and the final driver, Jeffrey Merck, and the number 60 Over the Top Motorsports, back the blue camo Silverado. We'll go with that. Jeffrey, you got a copy?
I do, Mr. Ronald. What's up?
Doing pretty well. Last race of the year. You gonna put a notch in the belt? A New Year's Eve win?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I mean, I've picked up a little secret or two here and there. I don't know if my qualifying time's going to be the best, but I think I got a good race set up underneath it, and we're going to try to put her in the victory lane if I can.
Alrighty. Well, y'all know who I'll be rooting for. You guys out there watching. This is the team that I race with, so deep down I'll be pulling for them. But of course, once I get up in the booth, I'll try to keep it on an even keel. I want to thank you guys for taking a moment to talk with us and enjoy your New Year's Eve race here.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, that's going to kind of wrap up that portion of the pre-race show. It is kind of an interesting night tonight. Don't usually have a lot of races go down on New Year's Eve, but we are having one here tonight. Forgot to look. Let me check it out real quick. I think we're doing yeah, sorry, can't remember how many laps tonight. I'll know here shortly, but should be pretty interesting. As always, they're going to be running 70% fuel load. We'll have 2 sets of tires, and we will kind of wait and see. Got a couple new drivers out there tonight. Not a lot of guys out there on the track right now. Looks like most of the guys have gotten all the practice in that they want to get in. Brandon Thornhill is currently still out there on the Speedway. I'm going to thank tonight's sponsor, Back to Blue. Appreciate all that they do. Go ahead and thank some of our other series sponsors as well as we end the year out here with Abruzzi Racewear USA, Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream, Over the Top Designs, SK Sim Racing. I think I got them all, hopefully. Glad that those folks could be on board and help the league out. Getting ready here to finish up practice session as the state has gone checkered. Wait for qualifying start. We'll get up to qualifying ticker, and we'll wait for somebody to hit the speedway. We'll bring up the first vehicle that hits. Looks like that's going to be Ray Richer coming out of the pits. This is lone qualifying, so we can only watch one truck at a time. So we'll go ahead and watch Ray Richer, give him some TV time as he gets ready to come off pit road in that Abruzzi Racewear Chevrolet Silverado. Ray running up higher on the track. Like he's trying to build up the momentum. See if he's... This might be his actual qualifying lap. Some of the guys will use the first lap to break the tires in a little bit and then go hard on the second lap. We'll see if that's going to be the case here for Ray. It kind of looks like he is attempting a qualifying lap here. Ray Richards should post the first time up on the board here momentarily with a 31.301. Rob Haynes just posted a 30.775. Let's take a look at Justin Michael. Here comes Jeffrey Merck. Jeffrey Merck looks like he's starting his qualifying lap right now. Gets it really nice and tight to the bottom going through 1 and 2. We'll watch him finish his lap here and then jump on over to Jeff Gilmore and Jason Maines if we got time. See where Jeffrey Merck ends up here. Sixth position. Jeff Gilmore just ran his first lap, and that will put him in 8th position. We'll take a look at Jason Maines riding high here. Believe that this is going to be a warm-up lap, so to speak. Maybe not. Maybe trying to get all the speed that he can coming to the line. Dives it down through 1 and 2. Gets right there on the yellow line. Does a very good job getting through 1 and 2. There should be a pretty good lap. Justin Michael just took over the top spot on the board. Jason Maines getting ready to come across the start-finish line and see where he will end up. That puts him in the 9th position. Pretty close time here for the top 10. Only separated by about 0.3 of a second. See if we can catch anybody else out there on the speedway. Here comes Andrew Schulte. Andrew Schulte, always a pretty fast qualifier. We'll see if he can get in a quick lap here. As we have just about 1 minute left here in qualifying. Watching Andrew Schulte come through 3 and 4, getting ready to come back to the start-finish line. We'll see what his time is at the line. See if he's going to be up in the top 3. Andrew's first lap, 30.8. Gets a little bit sideways. Will not be able to complete second lap. Looks like Trent Drum out there completed his first lap. He is currently 15th on the board, getting ready to come to pit road. So that will complete qualifying for this evening, I do believe. I don't think there's anybody else out there. I don't see anybody else out there. So that's going to be your qualifying for tonight. Going to go ahead and close that up and get ready to bring up our qualifying grid here in about 15-20 seconds once the drivers all get in their cars, get lined up, get ready to go out on that racetrack. All right, and gridding has officially started. We'll wait for these drivers to get gridded up. We'll wait till we see a few of these guys get out there. All right, well, here we go. Qualifying grid for this evening's race is going to be Justin Michael sitting on the pole. Mitchell Reeves going to be to his outside. Second row, Rob Haynes and Garrett Maines. Fifth row is going to be Scott Patton and Jeffrey Merck. I'm sorry, that was the third row. Fourth row is going to be Jason Lance, Ted Wade. Fifth row, Andrew Schulte, Jason Maines. Rolling off 11th is going to be Brandon Thornhill. 12th, Wally Tierheimer. 13th, Jeff Gilmore. 14th, Ray Richer. 15th, Trent Drum. And 16th, Bruce Pearson. 17th, Robert McFarland. 18th, Nick Reynolds. 19th, Trevor Patelli. 20th, Dodd Hoskins. 21st, Kerry Cleaver, and 22nd, Jeremy Crandall. 23rd, Chris Voiles, and 24th, Bucky Burt. That will be your qualifying grid for this evening. So congratulations to Justin Michael. We'll grab him, bring him up here real quick. Driving the number 87 511 tactical truck tonight, taking the pole, number 87 truck. Justin Michael, did you get a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Oh, congratulations on winning the pole here tonight. Looks like you got a good running truck again here on New Year's Eve. Haven't raced on New Year's Eve before, so this is a little bit interesting. Gonna try to go nab a New Year's Eve win here.
Yeah, let's go win the last race of the year, and then maybe win the first race of next year too.
We'll copy that. Just wanted to say congratulations on the pole position. I know you guys are going to get ready to go green here, so I'm going to let you go, but congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Justin and Michael getting ready to lead the field down to the green flag. As we get ready to send off 2020 and bring in 2021, Justin Michael's about to put the loud pedal down and send that truck down into turn number 1. Waiting on the flag man here. Flagman throws the green flag out. We're under green. Mitchell Reeves actually gets a very good start. Somehow a better start than the leader. Justin Michael, the 02, going to go out in front. Very impressive move there on the start of the race. He must have timed that absolutely perfect. Coming to lap 1 of 95. It's going to be Mitchell Reeves leading that first lap. We'll see if he can hold on to it as the 87 ducks to his inside here. He's going to take that position away. The 02 is going to squeeze down on the 303, that being Garrett Maines. Garrett Maines, one of pretty serious name in iRacing. If you haven't seen him before, very talented driver. Mitchell Reeves pulling up to the back bumper of the 303. Here comes Rob Haynes down on the inside of Mitchell Reeves. Got to be careful here as we see the 199 make his way by. 02 thinks about cutting down in front of his teammate, the number 60 there. Kind of gets hung out on the outside as they drag race down the back stretch. 60 dives it down low. He's going to try to take it underneath the 02. 02 keeping good momentum on that high side. Meanwhile, up front, the 303 has just taken the lead away from the 87 of Justin Michaels. Justin Michaels not ready to give it up, running very hard on that outside. Going to take the lead back from that 303 truck. Justin Michael out there making a statement. Got passed by the 303 and turns around and passes him right back as we have Rob Haynes and Jeffrey Mert closing in on the bumper. Maines with position, gets to the inside of the 87 truck. Drag race down the back stretch. See if Justin Michael can hold him on the outside again. Last time he was able to run him out to the outside, get around him. I don't think this time is going to be as successful. And I was wrong. He carried very good momentum. Jeffrey Merck now up to the 3rd position, pushing that 199. Oh, and it looked like our leader, 87, of Justin Michael, might have gotten a little bit loose there. Whoa, Jeffrey Merck might have gotten some contact there. That's going to slow that whole pack down. Going to allow these two guys out in front here, Justin Michael and Garrett Maines, a little bit of breathing room there. See a couple of these trucks kind of getting a little bit loose going through these corners. Justin Michael still holding on to that lead over the Garrett Maines, putting a hard charge on the 87 truck, even with a little bit of damage there to the right rear of the 60 truck. We can kind of take a look at it from the face view. You can see the right rear corner of his truck has a little bit of damage. He's still able to keep pretty good pace here, so works out good for him. We'll look at Rob Haynes. We'll look at the front of his truck and see if he has any damage. Don't really see any major damage. It's gonna hurt him aerodynamically, so fortunate for those guys. That little bit of contact didn't really do too much damage. As we watch these two battle it out up front, opening up the gap over 3rd place ever so slightly. Here comes Rob Haynes to the outside of the number 60 truck. Gonna try to make that work. Scott Patton looking like he's gonna come on a little strong here. 199 now has the inside going into turns 1 and 2. That will be the preferred line. Should allow the 199 to get through. 60 gets to the back bumper of the 199. Might have been trying to get him loose, maybe give him a little bit of a bump for the bump that he received earlier. Now Patton on the inside of Jeffrey Mert. Not able to make that pass. Very tight racing through the corner there. We fall deeper in the pack. We can see Jason Lance now currently in the 10th position. Jeff Gilmore currently 12 seconds back of the leader. Gary Cleaver in 21st, Chris Voiles in 20th, Robert McFarland in 19th, Bucky Burke in 18th, Hoskins 17th, Reynolds in 16th, Randall up into 15th, Trent Drum 14th and falling. Pearson in 13th. Ray Richer in 12th. Paula Tierheimer 11th. Jason Lance still in the 10th position. Jason Maines 9th. And we got this pack of cars. Delta, Wade, Reeves, Patton, Haynes, and Merck. Jeffrey Merck has found his way back to the 3rd position. Meanwhile, your leaders have pullen away to about a 1.6 second lead over Jeffrey Merck. Garrett Maines currently running second to Justin Michael. This seems to be where the action really is. Jeffrey Merck, Scott Patton, Rob Haynes, Mitchell Reeves, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Garrett Maines starting to fall back just a little bit off of our leader, Justin Michael. He's now about 4/10 back. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Merck has made up about a 10th. He has moved from 1.6 up to 1.5 back from the leader, so we'll see if he can continue to march forward and make up any time. It looks like he may have just lost some time in 3, 3, and 4 there. Scott Patton started 5th, currently 4th, as he runs right behind Jeffrey Merck. Rob Haynes right behind him. Mitchell Reeves currently running in the 6th position after starting on the outside front row in the 2nd position. Led a lap and then kind of fell back a little bit. We'll see if that was a strategy or if that was just hard racing there. Ted Wade started 8th, currently up to 7th. Andrew Schulte from 9th up to 8th. Jason Maines from 10th up to 9th. And Jason Lance started 7th, has fallen back to 10th. Like we have a potential battle for the 13th and 14th spot with Ray Richer and Jeremy Crandall. Jeremy Crandall with the inside line here. Ray Richer coming back on the outside as they do the drag race down the backstretch. Head into turn 3. Jeremy Crandall will overtake the 44 and try to continue moving forward. Here comes the 963. Trying to put a target on that 44 and move his way up into the top 14. Back to the front, Justin Michael is still out front leading on lap 24 of 95 laps. Garrett Maines closing back in from just about a lap ago. He was about 7/10 back. Closed it in about a tenth and a half. Jeffrey Merck kind of holding right there at about 1.5. Scott Patton holding at about 2. Rob Haynes 2.8. Mitchell Reeves 3 seconds back. And looks like Andrew Schulte has made his way past Ted Wade, looking to move forward, may possibly make a challenge for the 6th position here if he can catch that number 02 truck. Not a lot to talk about except for green flag racing here, folks. Justin Michael starting to pull away just a little bit. He has a 6.66 gap over the 2nd place truck of Garrett Maines. Jeffrey Merck 1.6 seconds back. Scott Patton still 2 seconds back. So pretty much the same story here. A couple laps later, Mitchell Reeves still 3 seconds back. So I think it'll be interesting. Should be getting into green flag pit stops here shortly, as we saw a little bobble out of the 02 that's going to slow his momentum. The 11 truck's going to dive to his inside, going into turn number 3. Schulte dives in way down deep, tries to get back to that throttle and move up in front of the 02, but it does not happen. The 02 carries the momentum on the outside. Drag race, almost a dead heat at the start-finish line. Mitchell Reeves going to send it into turn number 2, 1 and 2. Unable to hold off the 11 truck. The 11 truck moves up into the 6th position. Mitchell Reeves now in the 7th position. Mitchell Reeves thought about making a move to the inside, and Schulte goes down to block it. Back out front, Justin Michael led a good majority of the lap so far tonight. We're on lap 30 of 95, getting ready to cross for 31. Garrett Maines now just about 3/4 of a second back. Jeffrey Merck has fallen a couple tenths off from where he was, 1.5 to 1.7. Scott Patton, though, is keeping pretty much the same pace as the leader. If we look at their last lap times, Scott Patton ran a 32.659. Justin Michael ran a 32.580. So they're probably just kind of swapping back and forth. Garrett Maines falling off almost a 1/4 second there in that last lap. Jeffrey Merck falling back as well. Rob Haynes, Andrew Schulte. I think we got somebody on pits. Yes, we do. Scott Patton went early into his pit stop, or into his pit box. Don't think he slid through. See how long it takes. Here comes Justin Michael. Justin Michael down pit road. Scott Patton comes first. Justin Michael comes second, along with a few others you can see there on pit road. Trent Drum, Chris Boyles. Garrett Maines, currently your race leader, over Jeffrey Merck by about 3/4 of a second. You can see it right there on track. Rob Haynes just a touch further back. He's going to pit this time by... Jason Maines will come. Jason Lance will come. Jeremy Crandall stays out. We'll see if Garrett Maines will pit this time by or not. Jeffrey Merck into his pit stall. Here comes Garrett Maines. And Mitchell Reeves will stay out and run yet another lap. Strategy will definitely come into play here, folks. Might see some guys taking no tires. I would think everybody would take their one set of tires right now, but you just never know. Some guys try to hold on to them. So we'll see how it all plays out. But back out on track, that big old lead that Justin Michael had. He's currently in the 6th position, waiting for some of these other drivers to pit. Looking at Garrett Maines, we'll see where he comes out in relation to Justin Michael, as Justin Michael goes by him right there. That is going to put Garrett Maines quite a few seconds back, as you see Jeffrey Merck also go by Garrett Maines. Mitchell Reeves on pit road now. Jeremy Crandall on pit road. Jeff Gilmore just coming down onto pit road. That will cycle it back to your leader right there. Justin Michael will now be shown as your current leader. Scott Patton takes over that 2nd position by pitting just a little bit earlier, gave him a slight advantage there. He made up about a second and a half. He's now within well, he's within shouting distance of the 87, if the 87 can actually hear him if he did shout, but he's within shouting distance. Jeffrey Merck currently being shown 3rd now after that cycle. He is 2.7 seconds behind the leader. Garrett Maines with the freshest tires of the top 4. He is 3.4 seconds back in 4th position. Rob Haynes now in the 5th position. Andrew Schulte 6th. Ed Wade will take over the 7th position. Jason Maines will take over 8th. Mitchell Reeves 9th. Oh, I think Mitchell Reeves may have lost a little bit of time there during the pit cycle, although probably has a little bit fresher tires. Jason Lance still holding on to that 10th position. Hoskins has moved up to the 11th position. Wally Tierheimer now sits in the 12th position. Pearson 13th. Richard 14th. McFarland up into the top 15. Crandall running 16th. Jeff Gilmore 17th. Bucky Burt 1 lap down in 18th. Kerry Cleaver 19th. Brandon Thornhill is 4 laps down, getting ready to come to pit road. I'm thinking Brandon Thornhill may have had a connection issue, had to reconnect. But I don't see any damage on his truck or anything, so very unfortunate for him. But that takes you through the field. Almost, sorry. Trent Drum back out there. He is 16 laps down. Chris Vorles on pit road, 28 laps down, back up front. Justin Michael continuing to lead. Scott Patton just kind of stalking him, about a quarter second back. Jeffrey Merck running about 2.5 seconds back, and then Garrett Maines has made up about a second on the leaders. He was about 4 seconds back. He's now 2.8 seconds back as he is running against Jeffrey Merck here, trying to find a way around him. Watch this battle here between the 60 and the 303. '60 truck doing a fairly decent job of keeping a good pace and keeping that 303 behind him. However, they are slowly, looks like they're slowly gaining on the leaders. Here comes Garrett Maines ducking to the inside of the 60 truck. Wally Tierheimer is currently 19 seconds back. Yes, Lance. 19 seconds back, but in 12th place, and it looks like he's continuing to move forward. So see if we can get that Del Taco truck up there in the top 10 or even maybe the top 5 before the end of the night. Justin Michael continuing to lead as we are coming up here in just a few laps on our halfway mark. Has really turned it on or done something differently, because Scott Patton seems like he has fallen off. He was just about a quarter second behind, and now he is just about a full second back from Justin Michael. Garrett Maines making a hard charge back to the front of the field. He is now being shown 1.9 seconds back from your leader. Something definitely amiss on that 46 truck. Take a look at the right side of his truck, see if he got in any kind of trouble. Not seeing anything, but the 46 has definitely fallen off. He's now 1.5 seconds back from Justin Michael. Coming under fire from the 303 of Garrett Maines. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello, Gene. Glad you're with your family. I hope you enjoy your evening. Justin Michael still out in front here at Kentucky. 48 of 95. We were officially halfway. Currently has a 1.5 second lead over that truck right there, the 303. We'll see if Garrett Maines can continue to drive back to the front. He was 4 seconds back. He's made up 2.5 seconds. But the time will tell here if that's going to work out for him or not, because tires will play a large role here, and we'll see if Justin Michael is holding back or if Garrett Maines is just that good. Justin Michael putting the number 1 truck of Robert McFarland 1 lap down. See Justin coming up on the number 68 would be the next victim. He's already multiple laps down. I'm not sure due to exactly what, but multiple laps down. Looks like he will go yet another lap down. Tell you what, folks, that 303 is coming. He's got it down to 3/4 of a second. Like everybody else is just going a whole lot slower compared to that 303. Last lap time. Justin Michael 32.407. Garrett Maines 32.157. Blistering pace out there, Lance, Justin, Michael. Garrett Maines setting a blistering pace here, putting cars a lap down. Won't be long here, unfortunately, for Jeff Gilmore. Will be the next one that could fall victim to going a lap down. Yeah, I didn't watch Gene. I think maybe Justin did not take tires and is going to run, you know, the second setup on or the second run here, or that he's on currently might be on older tires, and that's why Maines is running down. Everybody else might have saved. Some of the other guys might have saved their tires. Not sure. It very strange to me that Justin Michael kind of pulled away at the beginning of the run, the first run, and now is kind of falling back 4 seconds. That are Maines is just that good. We're not sure. I know he is a good driver. If you go look him up on iRacing, he is a very good driver, very good credentials. However, I still, I'm not sure. I don't know if Justin took 4 tires or not. I don't think Scott took 4 tires. Scott Patton, I think that's why he's sitting back in 4th position, 2.7 seconds back. I think Scott did not take tires, so we'll see. As we come across for lap 57 of 95 laps. Maines has caught him, but he hasn't passed him yet. Agreed, Gene. I've seen the same thing. I think Justin's truck is getting very tight here. I'm very surprised. I think Garrett has more maneuverability right now. I'm kind of shocked that he's just doesn't pass him. I know Justin is not giving him a clear lane to do it, but there are places on the track where I believe that Garrett could get a run and get around him. Regardless, we'll see here. You can see right there, the 303 can hold it to the bottom. You can get right to the back of the 87. I'm surprised. If that is the case, and Justin Michael is out there on old tires, versus the new tires, which I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not, folks. Wish I would have paid attention more on the pit stop, see if they were taking tires or not. Take a look back at Wally Tierheimer, currently running in the 13th position. He's in a battle here with Jeremy Crandall and Bruce Pearson. He is 24 seconds back. Ray Richer actually is the last driver on... I'm sorry, the 57 is the last driver on the lead lap. Possibly going to get a pass here, or get past here. Now this is where it can get hairy. The leader's on really old tires here. 57 seems to be at a decent pace. Here comes the 303 to the inside of the 87. That's what can make this really interesting, because you've got older tires, you got a lap car kind of, you know, I don't want to say in the way, but technically in the way. 87 needed a lot more room to try to get by. The 57 was definitely just not able to do it. 87 runs it very hard on the outside. Justin Michael pushing it through 3 and 4. Clears the 303 again. I did not see that coming. Really didn't think he was capable of doing it. 57 is racing the 87 very hard. Pretty much refusing to give his lap up or give that lap up. 87 is going to dive underneath him. 57 drives kind of hard on the outside. 87 does not get the run that he wants. It's kind of bottling the leaders up a little bit. We'll see if Jeffrey Merck's 2.5 seconds back. We'll see if that changes, if this what's going on here up front continues. Jeff Gilmore seems like he's quick enough at times, but yet it seems like he's holding up the leaders at times. So I'm not sure which one it is, to be completely honest with you. I would say we're probably getting within a pit window here. Don't know when it's going to happen, but I'd say the pit window is pretty much open for everybody and anybody at this point. So we'll kind of watch the charts here and see if anybody ducks down early. I'd expect guys like Jeffrey Merck, Scott Patton, Mitchell Reeves to duck down early, but we will have to wait and see. '57 finally gives way to the 87 and the 303. And there was a slight bit of difference. Jeffrey Merck made up about 0.3 of a second in that lap or two that they were behind the 57. So the 57 was holding the 87 up just a little bit. As you see, Justin Michael's going to bring it to the pits this time. I kind of figured he'd go earlier than pretty much anybody else. Scott Patton goes by. Jeffrey Merck pits with him. So does Schulte and Haynes. Mitchell Reeves stays out. Jason Maines stays out. Jason Lance comes down. All right, so let's take a look at Justin Michael. We'll watch, see if the truck goes up. There he goes up. He's definitely getting tires. At least right sides. There's the left sides. Merck is out and away. Here comes Justin Michael out and away. Neither one of them speed. All right, we'll take a look at Garrett Maines now. Maines still your leader. Now he's running a 32.7 second lap. See how long he stays out. As he does not stay out very long, he comes down pit road. Says, I'm going to get those fresh tires and get right back out there. That will put Mitchell Reeves in the pits. Here comes Jason Maines. Jeremy Crandall out on track will inherit the lead, as he does not pit this time by, nor does Bruce Pearson. Jeff Gilmore still out on track. He is being scored currently on the lead lap. Here comes Justin Michael. Garrett Maines just pulling out of his pits just now. We'll watch and see where this battle ends up, if it's much like last time or not. Here comes Justin Michael. The gap will not be quite as much as it was last time. Jeffrey Merck will get by as well. That will move Jeffrey Merck up once the pit stop cycle all the way through. I believe that will probably put Justin Michael as your leader. Jeffrey Merck will be second, and Garrett Maines will be third, as we'll have to wait for the rest of these guys that are still out there that have not pitted yet. I'm not sure exactly how long they can go, but I think at this point, the longer you wait, the worse it is for you. Hoping for a caution is one thing, but we've been 69 now, 70 laps caution free. Likeliness with the field being spread out not very good. So probably not the smartest idea to stay out there too much longer. Just losing more time to those fresh tires. Here comes Garrett Maines back on the charge again. Going to try to make up that gap to Justin Michael. Randall does decide to pit this time by, so Justin Michael will inherit the lead as we get ready to cross the line for 71 of 95 laps. So just 25 laps left here tonight, and currently it is Justin Michael out in front, Garrett Maines in second. Got a 1.3 second gap. Jeffrey Merck 2 seconds back. Definitely looks like Garrett Maines is pushing extremely hard right now. We'll check the times. Lap times as they cross the line. Justin Michael ran a 31.179. Garrett Maines ran a 30.8. So Maines definitely is running a faster line and laps right now. We'll see if he's able to do that. He only has to do that about 3 or 4 more laps, and he's going to be right to the back of the 87. So we'll see how it play out here shortly as the 44 fights back to the outside of the 303. Once again, the 303 runs a sub 31 second lap time, cutting down that deficit to Justin Michael. It is now down to 0.6 of a second. I gotta believe that Garrett Maines is pushing that truck for pretty much everything that it's got. Justin Michael doesn't hold much back when he's out there racing, but Garrett Maines is cutting that lead down. Slowly but surely it's coming down more and more. Well, talking about Wally Tierheimer, must have had a pit road speeding penalty or something. Ended up going a couple more laps down. He's now 3 laps down to your leader, Justin Michael, who is in a heated battle now with Garrett Maines. It's all but closed up now, folks. It's a quarter second from the 87 to the 303. So it's going to be interesting for the last 20 laps here. See if the 87 or the 303 can pull off the win here tonight. .303 getting right to the back bumper of the 87 truck, letting him know that he is right there. Here comes the move to the inside. Garrett Maines drops to the inside. Justin Michael to the outside, going to hold him down there. 303 has some momentum, but will Justin Michael be able to carry? He will not, as he has in the past. Did not get as good of a run off the corner as he has in the past. We'll see what he can do here. He loses time to him getting through the center of the corner. Now it's going to be the 303 leading for the first time tonight. Justin Michael falls back into the second position. With just 15 laps to go, Garrett Maines out in front with about a half a second lead over the 87 truck of Justin Michaels. I wouldn't say it's over, but Justin Michaels going to have to do something pretty spectacular here to get back to that 303. Take a quick run through the field. We know who's running first and second. Scott Patton's taking over the third position from Jeffrey Merck. Jeffrey Merck's falling back to fourth. Then Rob Haynes, Andrew Schulte, and Ted Wade in seventh position. Eighth position is Mitchell Reeves. Ninth, Jason Maines. That right there is fourth position. That's a battle on the track. Jason Lance still holding down that 10th place. Hoskins now back in 11th, 1 lap down. Richer 1 lap down in 12th. 13th, Pearson. 14th, Crandall. 15th, Gilmore. 16th, Robert McFarland. Barry Claver running in the 17th position. 18th, Wally Tierheimer. 19th, Brandon Thornhill. And Chris Voiles is in the pits multiple laps down. Just 12 laps to go here at Kentucky Raceway. Garrett Maines is out front, leading over Justin Michael by about 0.6 of a second. Looks like I wouldn't call it over, but looks like Garrett Maines may be going to be running away with this. As we come up on 10 laps to go here. Justin Michael continuing to run in second place, trying to chase down the number 303 of Garrett Maines. Has fallen about 3/4 of a second back. Don't think he's going to be able to get back to it. Been a great night of green flag racing, but the field is pretty spread out. Not much for battles going on. Scott Patton has gotten past Jeffrey Merck, as I said just a few minutes ago. Andrew Schulte currently running in the 5th position. 6th, Rob Haynes. 7th is Ted Wade. Mitchell Reeves 8th. Jason Maines 9th. That's probably the closest battle on the track right now is those two. And Jason Lance, Hoskins, Richer, Pearson, Crandall, Gilmore, Kerry Cleaver, and Robert McFarland. McFarland down onto pit road. Wally Tierheimer and Brandon Thornhill. 7 laps to go as we look at Garrett Maines running out in front here at Kentucky. Just 6 laps to go, coming to 5 laps to go. Looks like the 303 of Garrett Maines with about an 0.8 of a second lead. We'll see if anything happens here. Going to have to be pretty drastic from Justin Michael. He's going to have to make up well over a 1/10 a lap. And it just doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So we'll go ahead and put the camera on Justin, and you can see the interval there is about 8.5 tenths. And with just 3 laps to go, Justin Michael looks like has given his best shot, now falling back 1.2 seconds to Garrett Maines. Garrett Maines kind of showing his way through. About halfway through the race, he really picked up the pace and is really showing it how to get it done here as he comes to complete lap number 93. Just 2 laps to go. Final lap here at Kentucky Speedway Raceway. Not it's Kentucky Speedway, sorry. As Garrett Maines takes it down into turns 3 and 4 for the last time. He is going to come out of turn 4, straighten it out, and head towards the start-finish line, and he will be your winner here tonight at Kentucky. Justin Michael's going to come across the line and finish second. Scott Patton will come across the line and finish third. We'll go ahead and get these guys ready for their interviews. All right, we're going to talk to the number 60 of Jeffrey Merck. Coming across the line in 4th place. Jeff, you got a copy?
I do. I finished in 3rd. Garrett Maines, the pro driver, decided he wanted to come in here and teach us all of that. I think he was playing with us.
I'll copy that. Anyways, so you come across the line technically in 4th position. Talk to us about your night.
It was good. we had any we had a team strategy there. One of our teammates went and took two, and he said it freed it up through 3 and 4. So on that last run, we tried that. I probably could have finished in third if I'd have took 4. But we tried something a little different. Didn't work out. Still finished fourth. It was a good night.
We'll copy that. Congratulations on the finish tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife. She's still laid up right there in the living room with her leg propped up, recovering from her ankle surgery. I will let her know that I love her, and I'm thinking of her. I'll be in there in a minute so we can celebrate New Year's. To all my teammates, Brandon Thornhill, we brought him over as a new teammate. I think he's been wanting that to happen for a while. We made that happen. He's a great teammate, great addition. Teammate up in the press box tonight, Ronald Klein, the guy the glue that holds over the top motorsports together. John Hendrick, the big boss man, for painting up his truck. I think I forget anybody. Back to Blue Series. I'd like to thank all the officers out there, standing on that thin blue line. They try their best every night. It's see a police officer out there working hard, go up, thank him for his service. I think that's it. I think that's everybody.
All right. Well, thank you for the interview, and congratulations on your finish tonight.
Hey, just so you know, I think Mr. Garrett is going to go get on his dad's TeamSpeak account. So if you want to interview him, just pull up Jason D.
Got that. Appreciate it. All right, and we're going to talk with our third place finisher tonight, Scott Patton, in the number 46 truck. Usually he's got the Stone River Outfitters. I don't have the correct camera angle to be able to see, but Scott, you got a copy?
Yeah, I guess you're on. What's going on?
Oh, just enjoying a nice long green flag race. How was it for you?
Pretty much how we finished the race. Pretty much how we ran all day. We had nothing for Justin and certainly nothing for Garrett up front. So we thought about playing up some pitch strategy to try to gain an upper hand. Maybe if we got a late yellow or something, but chose to forego that and take 4 tires each time and kind of play it pretty stock strategy. So happy with the podium for Bandit Motorsports, both Justin and myself, and it was a good run all around. It's nice, like you said, to have a nice green flag run and let that play out. And good to see Garrett up there. He's obviously awesome fast up there, so good to see him, and everybody was good racing all around.
We'll copy that. I guess really not really a whole lot to talk about it. It was a pretty quick race. No cautions. Not a lot of strategy really. Just drive, put fuel in it, tires, and go. So anybody want to give a shout out to before we move on to the next driver?
Yeah, certainly the Northeast Motorsports Museum. I think it should be on the hood this week, as well as the Stone River Outfitters. For all your fly tying needs, check them out, StoneRiverOutfitters.com. On Facebook too, and appreciate everything you guys do up there at your work up there on at Extreme Sim TV, and look forward to next week's race.
Copy that. Well, congratulations on a good finish tonight, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you the rest of this weekend.
Sounds good. Next one.
All right, and the man that we were talking about earlier, driving the number 87 truck, Justin Michael, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Well, you were pretty bad fast at the beginning. Was there something that you changed in the middle of the race, or on that first stop, did you take tires? I wasn't really sure.
Oh yeah, we definitely took tires. It was only a 2-stop race, and we had 2 extra sets, so we had to use them. But no, I did everything the same. I knew he was holding back during that first run, and even really the second run too. He's a really good driver, and obviously because of where he's at, and I knew what he was doing. I had to play to that, and the only thing I could do was try to keep him from passing me, which we did successfully for 75% of the race. Every time he'd get up beside me, I was able to kind of take his line away and pinch him off there, and let him sorry, lost my train of thought. Let him not get by us, and it just that one time in turn one, he just kind of sent it down in there and it stuck. So it's good for him. So it's a good race. He's a good driver, and I hope he has a lot of success too. Just not in this league. I'm kidding.
No, I get what you're saying. No. Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was a phenomenal run from you tonight. I didn't know if you were holding back or I mean, I'm not going to get into everything about this whole situation, but I just didn't know if you were holding back or if he was just that strong. And I mean, when you pitted, he came out 4 seconds behind you after that first pit stop, and I was like, "Wow, Justin! You know, I mean, come on, let's face it, dude. You're a rock star when you're out front and you get a lead." I'm like, "Wow, he's got 4 second lead. There's no way that he's going to run him down." And I mean, he ran you down, and then I was like, okay, well, he got to him, but now he can't pass him. And then, like,
you hit the wall air. It happened to me with the lap bar. It happened after he got past me. You just hit the wall air, and you can't go anywhere at this track. And it's not multi-groove as much as I wish it would be. It's not. There's just nothing you can do. And he did have fresher tires than me that run when he ran me down. I mean, 3 laps, but still, 3 laps is 3 laps.
Yeah, but he ran you down from 4 seconds back.
Yeah.
And running Justin Michael down from 4 seconds back, unless you're pulling some kind of, crazy strategy, that's saying something. So,
and I completely, once I saw that he was in here and his caliber driving, I changed the way I race. I just went full board the entire run, which I usually don't do.
Right.
And maybe I'll start doing that now because I left Scott and Jeff and all them in the dust. So maybe we'll start doing that from now on.
Right. Well, congratulations on a second place finish. You want to give any shout outs?
Just everybody out there watching. Hopefully it was a good race. My friend Darren's up there sending me text messages, so he's having a good time. And just you guys for calling a good race. John for putting on a great league as always.
Got that. Well, congratulations on a second place finish, and hope to see you this weekend.
Thanks, sir.
All right, and looks like we got the driver of the 303, first time running here at Loose Lug Nuts. We've got Garrett Means in the booth with us. Got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, looked like you were pretty quick throughout the night, and then you kind of fell back during the first pit stop, kind of stayed out a little bit longer than everybody else, and impressively ran down the leader from like 4 seconds back. Talk to us a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about the end.
Well, I haven't run the trucks on a big track yet on this build. I've been absent from fixed racing for probably 3 months at this point. I used to do a lot of it, just haven't done it in a long time. So I've gotten rusty on the or gotten out of date with how you race these things. I didn't know aero push existed until tonight in these cars, so that was a awakening for sure. I got up to Justin there on the first run and thought that I was going to be able to, just to draft right on by him and, we just go back and forth the whole race, but that was not the case. I just kind of rode behind him and then found out very quickly when the tires wear, you have nothing in the aero. So definitely paid the price on the first run. I decided I thought I'd save, just that backfired real quick, just because there was nothing I could do with that situation. So I ended up, going for the long pit. I wasn't sure if the short pit was the call just yet. I definitely thought it was the second time though. Once I chased him down, he caught the lap car, but it was affecting me just as much as him, so I couldn't really do anything with that still. That final run, I knew when I came out of the pits, I babied it in the first time. The second time, I knew where to brake, and I was pretty comfortable that that was going to put me out close enough to Justin to be able to actually drive back to him while the tires were still fresher. And I was able to overcome the aero push, and just once I got to the inside, I knew it was over. I didn't have to burn up my stuff anymore. The first thing he did was drive it up the hill when he got in my arrows. So that was all I needed to see. That just showed it wasn't just me.
We'll copy that. Oh yeah, so you kind of ran us through, which is fine. You ran us kind of through. So I guess welcome to the league. And did you enjoy yourself tonight?
It was a lot of fun. It was nice to be able to relax and have a good race there. It's always good to go green. So good group of guys. I haven't raced with Justin in a long time. I used to run Indy cars with him, probably 2018 when I was first starting to get serious about this stuff. So definitely cool to get the opportunity to race with him again. Maybe I'll be able to do this again in the future, but I'm not sure. But we'll definitely see what my schedule looks like. I'd definitely love to come back. So.
Copy that. Well, we do get some views out there. We're not the biggest broadcast company there is, but tell us a little bit about who Garrett Maines is, what he does in iRacing, what he does in real life, and your sponsors and shout outs.
Yeah, so I just made the Coke Series this year. That's taken up a ton of time. That's actually why I've been, not really doing much fixed racing. After the Pro Series, I can tell you I've been worn out. There's nothing to prepare you for the amount of effort that gets put into that. There was so much time and everything committed to that series. But definitely cool to be able to to come out here and kind of take a step back from all of that. Taking a short vacation basically from the serious stuff right now. But looking forward to getting back into that type of racing. I think it's in February to see how we can do in the Coke Series. Feel confident. We had a really good pro series. We won Richmond, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what we got against the biggest guys in the series. But looking forward to it, and also got to thank Smithfield, 101 CBD, SimSeat, Strickland Hardy, Bradley Mechanical, Lennox, all the guys at Elliott Sadler Esports for all their help this year, and just for all the effort that they put in throughout the entire Pro Series, and even the Road to Pro Series wouldn't have even had the opportunity without them. So also shout out to Richmond Raceway for all their support.
Alrighty, sir. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. It was nice to meet you. Hope to see you back sometime, and congratulations.
You as well, sir. Thank you.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up here from Kentucky Speedway. We will go ahead and show the unofficial race results real quick. Maines, Michael, Patton, Merck, Schulte. Oops, let's do the toggle. Haynes comes across in 6th, 7th, Wade 8th, Jason Maines 9th, Mitchell Reeves 10th, Jason Lance 11th, Hoskins 12th, Pearson 13th, Richer 14th, Crandall 15th, Gilmore 16th, Cleaver 17th, Tierheimer 18th, McFarland 19th, Thornhill, Burt 20th, Drum 21st, 22nd, Reynolds 23rd, Chris Voiles, and 24th be Travis Pertelli. And that will actually wrap it up here from Kentucky Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in out here on Extreme Sim TV. Check us out. We got racing throughout the week here on the channel. Pretty much anything that you can think of is being broadcasted. We've got dirt stuff, we got asphalt, we got road courses. Come check out some of the content. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time. Over the Top Designs is one of the premier paint shops in all of iRacing. Do you need a special paint scheme for a new season, series, league, or special event? Well, Over the Top can take your design, your idea, your imagination, and create or recreate it into an eye-popping, one-of-a-kind special paint scheme. While we're speaking of one-of-a-kind, Over the Top offers the ability to capture that special moment, paint scheme, or accomplishment in iRacing by creating it into a custom die-cast. Over the Top also offers custom logos, banners, and even hero cards. So go see John and the crew at Over the Top Design for all your needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Over the Top Designs. And remember, don't just look good, look over the top.